so that somebody gets a certificate. No. Our objective is to train to transform. Train to transform. Transform means what? Transform means if you found that person in a certain state, after your training to that individual, they have changed. They have changed in order to adopt what the internet can do for them from an economic development point of view, from a social upliftment point of view, or any aspect of transformation that is a positive transformation for that particular individual. Okay? Now, we should also be practical in that if I train 2,000 people, not all 2,000 people will be transformed. However, I should go into that session with the passion, with the expectation that I must transform all these 2,000 people. You should not leave anything back, or you will not hold anything back in order to make sure that that transformation impacts everybody if possible. Okay? So, going forward, what we need to focus on, guys, is impact. And this impact comes in the form of how has the digital skills training that I have given you, or my trainers have given you, how has it transformed you over a period of time? Okay? So, you do not just go and train. Now, you will also ask me, Suhail, how do I keep track of this? How do I do this? Okay? And I always come back to one point. This is as much as it is about building Centum Learning as a partner of Google, it is as much as it is about you guys building your profile to a target audience that you are talking to. Okay? So if I am a trainer, for example, I have to build my profile. If I am a trainer worth my capabilities, I should be able to build my profile to the people who I am training. Okay? It does not stop you guys from being able to even have your own brands. Okay? You should not say that, oh, I am Centum Learning and there is no name to you. You have to say your name. You are a master trainer. You are a digital skills certified master trainer for Google, on behalf of Google, and you are a Centum Learning representative. It's as simple as that. You are a Centum Learning rep, or by all means and purposes, you are a Centum Learning person, but you are your own person at the same time. Okay? So build your profile, and building your profile means make sure that your credentials are absorbed by the people you are training. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to answer each and every question that comes your way. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to be doing things that take you away from your training. However, building a brand, you have followers on social media, you have a brand whereby people take you as an authority as far as digital skills and anything digital is concerned. Okay? So this should be as big an opportunity for you as it is for us as an organization. Okay? If you're not doing that, you're missing out on a big opportunity. Okay? Now, having social media at our disposal, you should be able to encourage people to communicate how they have transformed themselves from where they were to where they are using the digital skills training that they got from you. Okay? So if somebody comes and says, Ayub, as a result of that training, I built my profile and I now have been given a job interview at X company. Or Hamza, I have now been able to create I have become a digital marketing agent for my community. Or I have taken a project where my cousin was looking at exporting some artifacts that she's involved with, an audience out of Kenya or out of wherever he was. All those are impact stories. Don't feel that if it's too small, it's just don't do that. Look for impact. Okay, look for how people have transformed themselves. Okay, and those are the conversations you need to nurture and acquire. Okay, we're going into the end of the year. I know it's only September, but for us, planning for the next year has already begun. So we are going into planning for next year. One of the things we are going to be looking at is to be able to incentivize the people or the trainers and the partners who give us the best and the highest number of impact stories. Okay? And eventually, what we will also do is we will give preference to those partners or those trainers who we can see deliver that as an end game. I'm not looking at just numbers. So as much as Rachel and Joyce have talked about numbers, equally important is how many of those numbers are translated into impact. Okay? So you guys need to be very clear that we will keep a very, very close scrutiny on partners, trainers, and any individuals who represent Centum as far as digital skills is concerned around their impact stories. Okay? And it is not hard, guys. As I told you, it starts with building your own profile and brand when you are delivering the training. You should introduce yourself with all your handles, if not all, at least the key ones that you manage, and encourage conversation. Don't feel like, if I'm out of here, I don't want to talk to anybody. That's very short-sighted. I know people who say, hey man, I've been giving this 4 hours of training, I don't have energy I do not have even the thought of talking to anybody. Okay, I understand that. It is fatiguing. Okay, but you need to be clever on how to manage the movement you are creating. Okay, there are personalities with hundreds of thousands of followers. It doesn't mean that they engage in one-to-one conversation with everybody. No. But whatever they say is followed and actually listened to intently by their followers, because their followers follow them because they have respect for them and take them as subject matter experts. Okay? So Ayub, you are a subject matter expert to the people that you train, and they're like, wow, Ayub has opened our eyes. Okay? Okay? Yes. Yeah? So guys, please ensure that you make this the motive, not just the numbers. The numbers are absolutely important. That's how you earn too. However, Google has made very clear that for us, we want to look at what has this training done for people. Okay, we want to see what it has done for people. And as I said, as our planning for the next year kicks off, people or partners who are actually going to generate these success stories for us. Okay? And if you are not sure of what is a success story, ask. Okay? Ask. There is nothing wrong in asking. A success can be as small as somebody being able to be confident about the profile of how they have been now, how they are now able to navigate on the internet, how they are able to now confidently talk about what they can do on the internet. It's as small as that, or as big as I've got a job because I've now been able to understand, or I've been able to generate business. Okay? Frankly, you guys should all be success stories first and foremost. Okay? I'm seeing success stories from you, people who have been here for a year. If you have been here for a year, it's because you have transformed from where you were to where you are. True or false? Yeah. You guys have generated yourselves to become either entrepreneurs, because you're not on our payroll and as such as an employee, you're entrepreneurs. Yeah. You mobilize, you get people together, and you train, and so you are also success stories. So I would start with you people putting it down. If you think it, ink it. Ink it means you put it down in writing. Okay? Start with yourselves how you have transformed. Okay? And I think we have templates for impact, capturing impact, right? We talk about how. And impact is not, yeah, it has been great. What has been great? What has been great? Be specific. Try to tease out the specifics from people. Okay? Now, the question that he asked with regard to the USSD, the whole plan around that, what Google wanted specifically to monitor the impact that the digital skills training will deliver, they wanted to form a portal, okay, where everybody who goes through the digital skills training will register and log into, okay, and thereafter they will be observed over a period of 3.5 months, which is called the engagement time frame, where they will check whether these people who have logged in are actually transforming themselves into bettering themselves with the skills that they've acquired. So impact. So they asked all the partners to bid for developing that platform. Okay? So we came up with the Ninaweza plan. We actually bid for that. We had grander ideas than what Google wanted to do. Okay? In a nutshell, we wanted to do many things with that portal. Once you have got 500,000 people on that portal who are learners, who have acquired the initial foundation of digital skills training delivered by you guys, we wanted to create what we call learning paths towards potential dream jobs for all these people to target. So if you've got 500,000 people down here and you've got all these new jobs in the digital world that are coming up, and show these people how they can actually get those jobs by acquiring additional certification, by getting certain specific skills beyond the foundation of digital, because just by digital skills alone it will not happen, right?
Sure.
That is more of an introductory or basic fundamentals of the digital world that you are now doing on and offline. But the rest of the journey should be, you should have created enough passion in these people to be able to now seek out how other qualifications or skills I need to get those dream jobs. So we wanted to create that on behalf of Google and give it to other partners to use as well. But Google felt that they should do it themselves, but they have not yet finalized it. That's why on the side we were doing Ninaweza. Of course, it takes funding to do that because it's a development cycle. There are costs that need to go in there. So we needed to know if we're going to do that and Google's going to do that, and if ours is not going to be used, what's the point? Okay. So we have said let's wait and see what Google come up with. If we feel that there is a need to bring in refinement for just our people or our trainees or our learners, we will do so as a bridge towards getting into the Google platform. Okay, so that I hope answers your question.
Sure.
We had the USSD ID, the whole USSD thing, the certificate generation thing, all the learning paths. We'd already created quite a few of the learning paths towards future jobs that are coming up. Google loved the idea, but then they felt that because it was going to belong to Centum, they would not be able to leverage it out to the other people. Though we did say that we could license it out to others, I think they felt that we would have more power on that portal. And Google, they are 20 steps ahead of anybody here. Yeah. So they decided to develop it themselves and have it there as their own portal. So far it hasn't been launched, they actually delayed. So I think they're going to go live with it next year. That's my belief. Okay? So guys, I come back one more time to talk about impact is your success as a trainer, as a person who is involved in this digital skill side of things. If I'm in it just for the money won't come unless you have passion. If I don't see passion, it should just come out of you. It should be natural. If you're not passionate about transforming young people it will become apparent, and you will see that your numbers, or you have to be genuinely connected to this. Okay, you have to be genuinely connected to this and give it your all-out determined efforts. Okay, that's the only way you will transform. Okay, this boy here is gone home with some serious money. Yeah, so there's quite a few of you over here. I know for a fact I signed those checks. Okay, so with that, I know I've taken more time than I was expected to, but I hope the impact piece is clear. And I pray that we all transform with Google to the next level. Sawa. So once more, I thank you for coming. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your contribution towards the success of Centum and yourselves. Okay? And I look forward to hosting another bash, a really, hopefully a very good bash in the coming few months, I guess. Okay?